And here's Messi. Up towards the hour mark and still no goals. That has been slung wide. That is lovely. Lovely pass, but can he get there?
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Barcelona are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Messi. That has earned a reprieve for the time being. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Messi! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Messi.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
The less said about that pass, the better. Well into the second half, and still there's nothing between them. This is a promising build-up. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now, can they get him away? Xavi Alonso. Pele looking to receive it in space. Chance, surely! It's a goal! And that was as close to certain as can be.
Some great movement here, and the pass was perfect. All he had to do was just apply the finishing touch.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal 6.
Well, the two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time.
El dorsal 15.
Bulgaria have fired themselves in front.
Look, you can't deny that it's a blow, but this game is far from unsalvageable.
El dorsal 22.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now.
And Messi! And that's a sharp finish. And once more, we are all square. You score, we score.
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
It's starting to look very interesting, this.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited. For me, now they can go one better, possibly.
That has been cut short.
It was indecision all round. They have to do a bit better than that. Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
That's going wide left. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Messi. Zola. Great vision. Chance! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
Bullet deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
Now that's a lovely exchange.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Now it's Messi.
Habrá un
Pirlo.
minuto de descuento.
Oh, this looks sharp. There'll be a minute of stoppage time. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Makaleli. So 90 minutes have come and gone. It's going to be extra time. Well, still no winner, Jim.
Well, look, this has been a hard-fought encounter, Peter, so mistakes are far more likely over the next 30 minutes.
So here we go then, extra time is coming up.
Se ha encontrado a una niña morena con coletas de unos 5 años que lleva un vestido azul y dice haberse perdido. Se ruega a su abuelo que se ponga en contacto con algún empleado del estadio. Cambio de
Into extra
jugadores
time we
en el
go.
Barcelona. El dorsal 18, Ferdinand.
Out towards the
Será
flank.
sustituido por el dorsal 19. Se va a
Pull it.
realizar un cambio de jugadores.
That's the keeper's ball. Cruyff. Messi. Desai spots it and intercepts. Oh, what it! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Buffon trying to keep this in. And that was nowhere near his best. Makaleli. Now it's Cruyff. That's a cute ball. Neatly clipped into space. And that is expertly dealt with. Zola. Oh, that's well spotted. Makaleli. Nicely weighted ball. Zola is a player who barely needs an invitation to shoot. Shot at goal! Oh, he's done it! A game of margins! A game of thrills! This might just do it! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Barcelona are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? Now it's Ibrahimovic. That is a brilliant interception. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Look at this. And he shoots! And he's stuck it away. And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength. And we're halfway through extra time. So there you have it. This game has tipped tellingly in one direction. 15 minutes to go, but it is starting to look done.
Cambio de jugadores.
And so the last chance to find a winner. This really has been thrilling. Both sides going at it. And now for the final act. Makaleli has good running with the ball. And here's Ronaldinho. And it's Messi. That's a shade optimistic. Zola, and that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Ronaldinho. Nicely shaped ball. And this is Ronaldinho. And the finish! And how good was that? Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. All set up now for a dramatic climax. That's wonderfully done. Crisp hit, true finish.
That's brilliant control, Peter, from an awkward height too. You know, it's great improvisation here.
Bulgaria cut their deficit and look raring to go again.
Well, they'll just be praying that one more chance falls their way before the whistle goes.
It's Cristiano Ronaldo! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
The corner count is rising. That's 6. Oh, good effort! And oh, he's got that completely wrong. Ronaldinho. Messi, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. And it's Van Bauten. And this is Ronaldinho.
Bulgaria really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it's...
Mohamed Salah! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
And that's that. Bulgaria did lead. Indeed, they controlled, but they managed to throw it all away. A defeat made even more painful by the way it came to pass. Thoughts on what we've just seen? Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and providing analysis and expert opinion alongside me will be Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter. Hi, everyone. The excitement has really picked up now, and I'm eager for the action to start.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So straight into... And Messi! Marvellous goal!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate. On heels rather than toes.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Bulgaria finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Messi. Gerrard. Oh, that was vital.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Azar. Neymar. That's Eto'o. He has found the way through. That is lovely. Neymar. And he's cut it out. Xavi Alonso. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. Well, the ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances.
Disappointing, very disappointing. He knew what he was doing, as deliberate and cynical as it comes.
Great chance here from position A1. An opportunity then to pull clear here. Hello! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Pass somewhat off target.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack. Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Oh, sweet feet. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Messi, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. And it's Messi. That looks a good ball through. There's the header! But he's left disappointed. And the counter is on. Well seen, saw that coming. He can run onto that. Oh, that's a key interception.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Gives it back. Lahm. Oh, he's found support out wide. Rummenigge. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Pele.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
This is a promising build-up. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Looking for the run. Big chance! It's bounced back off the post. And there's a goal! And this is getting better and better. He won't get many simpler than that, but he's certainly not complaining.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
Barcelona are doing very... Shot a goal! And that is doing no harm at all.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
Messi.
That's good play from him.
He is through here. That's tidy. Chance! And he's cleared it out of harm's way.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Oh, can he get onto this? Vieira. Some really good ball movement. Bulgaria are still behind as we reach out for half-time. Well, that has not gone well. Pirlo. Rummenigge. And it's Neymar. Caresses it through. Oh, well played. Spread to the right.
Barcelona are totally dominant in the middle of the park, a no-way-through zone.
Eto'o. Messi takes a shot! It's a pretty loose pass. Strokes it back. A probing pass. Lovely feet. Hazard proves just a little bit too strong. He's having a hit! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Hazard actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
And we have our very first corner.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Un minuto de descuento.
Makaleli. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
That's it, 45 minutes up. Reflections on the first half?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
Oh, that just about sorts out the first 45 minutes, and we'll be back with the second very soon. We're on the move again.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and see if they can unsettle them.
Looking tidy in possession here. Costa Curta kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Pirlo. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
No, not quite on the same wavelength. Oh, that pass isn't the best. And he's managed to get rid. Barcelona have reclaimed it. Barcelona couldn't do a whole lot with it there. They could do with more sharpness in their passing. The message is clear, none shall pass. And this is Pele! Lovely pass, but can he get there? Played out towards the right wing. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Oh, he's defended very well against those tricky feet.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal 6, Eto'o, será sustituido por el dorsal 14. Se va a realizar un cambio de jugadores.
Pinches it off him. Tries to cross.
Well, the way this game is offering less possession, they'll need to have a very good conversion rate.
Well, that's beautifully weighted. Real chance! Relentless! Just relentless! And with that, it is pretty much a done deal. Not a defender in sight. He had all the time in the world.
And his manager couldn't look happier. That's the kind of interplay they've been working on in training, and it came off beautifully.
Barcelona find a position of real strength now. That has ended up in no man's land. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
And this is Ronaldinho.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal 8, el dorsal 25, Neymar. Serán sustituidos por el dorsal 24, el dorsal
He
5.
was certain to score. It is an inexplicable miss.
Incredible. He had all the time in the world to pick his spot as well. Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Passing nice and neat. Decent chance! And a neat finish. It could be a lifeline. 2 more needed.
Well, when it's pieced together as efficiently as that, it's a joy to watch.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Bulgaria may be down, but not out just yet. Now that's well seen too. And it's Luis Suarez. Ronaldinho. Played back into the centre. Suarez wants to run onto this. Oh, that is superb. A dangerous moment, perfectly dealt with.
If you were looking at the shopping list of what you need in a top defender, that's it.
Long ball by the goalkeeper. Cruyff. Now it's Luis Suarez. Ronaldinho. And no mistake. Just one in it now. The game takes on a whole new complexion. Well, it's taken a big deflection, but boy, he will want that one.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal
Barcelona are making a change now.
Well, I think he'll undoubtedly add more movement and fluidity in the final third with his passing range.
All of a sudden we have a game here.
Well, I think they have every chance of levelling this now, Peter, but they've got to stay calm and not go complete.
Great chance! Van Basten! What a goal! What a player! is a gem! An absolute gem! And with the match slipping away, they have hauled themselves off the canvas. Bullet! It's hit the upright. And it's been hooked away. Nice physical challenge.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Not the most accurate pass. Bullet. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. And that's a throw-in. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
No, that's been intercepted. Oh, this looks sharp. Oh, well played, well sorted out. And it's Messi, looking to pass their way up the pitch. Chance, surely! Oh, wow, that's crazy! A game of margins, a game of thrills. This might just do it. His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
Yeah, it's mystifying that a player of his talent wasn't picked up sooner, and he picked them off instead.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
Well, talk about being on top of your game, everything seems to be coming off for him.
Well, they've done the hard part, now to survive the last few... And that is it, the referee has seen enough. So the winners, bullish and belligerent after a remarkable collective effort. Fall behind they may have done, but they were having none of that. Van Basten, hat-trick scorer, massive game from him today. Bulgaria have done it. Their people... Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing.
Hoy se enfrentan el
I'm Peter
Barcelona
Drury, and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks, Peter. There's a great sense of anticipation in this stadium, and I've been hit by it too.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. If you have just joined, you have just missed the kickoff. Barcelona have opted for a 3-5-2 here, Jim.
It's a setup that's been enjoying quite a renaissance in recent times, and one that complements the counter-attack very nicely, with two strikers, two wing-backs, and potentially two...
It's Eto'o! A wonderful effort, all by himself.
Well, that was certainly impressive, Peter. Great run, just a shame the finish let him down.
Nicely shaped ball. That's been cut out, well played. Alessandro Nesta looking a picture of calm out there, Jim. No doubt ready to deliver yet another defensive masterclass.
Yeah, a man who week in, week out took on the very best attackers. He always embraced that, and they very rarely got the better of him.
A proper virtuoso of the game. Even the most brutal tackles were delivered with flawless timing, impeccable grace, elegance.
Spot on.
Now it's Gerrard. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped.
And a chance! Over to the right flank. Lam.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Very early stages, Jim, but anything up to now that's of note?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Pelé. Can he get on the end of this? Picked out Brit Stoichkov! Oh, super goal! A finish of true class! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
So the first moment of real significance.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the time where they can't afford to let their focus slip.
Well read, nice interception. And here's Stoichkov, and he's intervened well there. Azar, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. And it's Gerrard. Now it's Stoichkov. And that's gone loose. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. Oh, well, that is not a great touch.
Oh, what a dampener that was, just when we were hoping he'd turn up the heat.
Gerrard, looking for a runner. And no, that was never going to make it. Barcelona are a team that's fond of the low block. They sure defend in numbers.
Yeah, the whole point being to go back to front as quickly as possible, Peter. Of course, once the ball has been won.
Yeah, balls over the top, long diagonals, that's the plan. And that pass surprised everyone, and not in a good way. Could move up a gear here. Now it's Eto'o. He's beaten the last man. Chance! Baresi. And that is... Chance, surely! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Crosses it, getting up there! Not a bad try by any means.
Well, he's furious with himself, but at least the boss is applauding his effort then.
Vieira. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Tries to play it through. Now, what about a counter-attack? Lam has a look and plays it forward. Now it's Messi. Gerrard. Lahm. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. Neymar. Makaleli. Passing is crisp and sharp. That has been slung wide. Now that's a fine challenge. And it's Neymar. Oh, good spread. Looking for the run. He's in plenty of space here. And he's picked it up out wide. Azar. Pirlo. A searching ball out wide. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Gerrard, renowned for his long-range shooting. Chooses to go cross-field. Great vision. And this is chance for a shot! Oh, special! That is a special goal! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! And there we have it, the two-goal cushion.
Costa Curta really played that return ball to perfection there, Peter. He knew the exchange was on and he put it on a plate for his teammate. That was just gorgeous.
Bulgaria are now luxuriating in a two-goal lead.
Well, that's a real psychological weight off the shoulders, I think. It's a very different game now at 2 up.
Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. The whistle's gone, and that's it for the first half.
Well, I don't think most of us were expecting a second, Peter. It's become pretty much the ideal half.
That certainly seems to be the case.
And that ought to encourage an even more ambitious approach in this second half, Peter, with control already established.
Bulgaria looking composed, content, comfortable, leading 2-0 at half-time.
Se ruega a nuestros espectadores que guarden cola de forma ordenada si van a hacer uso de nuestros puestos de comida. Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal 25.
Gets us going once more.
Será sustituido por el dorsal 11.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Chips it through. That's beautifully weighted. Oh, that's well spotted. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now it's Hullet. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Barcelona clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
It's Gerrard! And he was there to get a vital touch.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Bulgaria with the corner, they're first. Hazard with the clearance. Tries a shot! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
It's their second corner of the game. Bullish header! Oh, it's hit the post! No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Costa Curta, Pelé, expertly cut out, really nicely done. Barcelona are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least. because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Messi! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Oh, he's burst through. It's run loose. Who's going to get there?
Well, a few of his teammates are quite furious with him as they felt they were within reach, but he made nothing of it. His boss doesn't look too amused either.
Makaleli. There's the shot! Well, that looked awkward, but he had a good crack at it.
Yeah, typically for him, that was the furthest thing from easy, but it still didn't stop him having a go.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona.
So changes afoot here, and from both sides.
El dorsal 8, el dorsal 4, Hazard. Serán sustituidos por el dorsal 14.
And he was quick to
el
react.
Dorsal 9, Cristiano Ronaldo. El dorsal 22, Ibrahimovic.
And it's Hullet.
Se va a llevar a cabo un cambio de jugadores.
And now they can clear their lines. Space for him to turn and look. Buffon claims it. Safe hands. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. That is ended up in no man's land. Pirlo. Bulgaria still have the cards to affect this game. Ronaldinho, of course, a dribbler of outlandish ability. Messi is in a really good position out wide. Time and again they are repelled. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Hullet was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Hoisted upfield by the keeper. And he passes it long. Engages and forces him off the ball. Xavi Alonso, Vieira. And he welcomes it in. Lahm. And that is out and behind. It's a good block.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona.
Bulgaria have their third corner.
Ferdinand será reemplazado por el dorsal 19. Se va a realizar un cambio de jugadores.
And now a sudden chance to counter. Searching passes played there. Vieira cuts it out. Costa Curta. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Nicely spread. And it's Messi.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
And a header! And the keeper couldn't hold it. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Into the last 5 minutes. Costa Curta, who does have an assist to his name. Looking to play him in. Oh, that looks a cracking ball. Ronaldo receives it in a wide position. Takes aim and... Oh, good effort! That's a fair try, but just off target.
That is a really good chance missed, Peter. Certainly the way he's been playing.
Pepe. Threads one in. Oh, that's an excellent interception. Nesta clears without hesitation. Confirmation that there will be 2 minutes stoppage time. Messi. And that will be the final act. Perhaps not quite utopia, not what was entirely desired, but most importantly, they have the result that was of paramount importance. Good enough in the eyes of their people. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
I think we just saw a team winning by playing to their strengths. There was a clear picture of what they set out to do, and the players were determined to deliver it, and they did.
And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator, Jim Beglin, a very good evening to you all.